Welcome back. Super excited. Welcome to another episode of The Adventures of an Entrepreneur, where we meet, interview, and talk with guests that have either started their own business, run multiple businesses, or are in a full-time job that have just recently left and launched their own business. And I am really, really excited to talk to Miss Carrie Elliott, who is our guest today, who's going to wow you all. So strap in, helmets on, lock in. We're about to go. Please make sure you guys like and subscribe to this channel, as you guys are going to get some nuggets that you guys, it's going to be amazing. Welcome, Miss Carrie.
Hi, thanks.
Hey, Carrie. Oh my gosh.
There's no pressure here.
No pressure whatsoever. Carrie, how long have we known each other?
Almost 3 years.
Has it been almost 3 years?
Yeah, I think like November is going to be like 3 years.
Someone asked me the other day how we met. Do you remember how we met?
KWLSS. I was learning to do TC because I was trying to do something on the side of real estate, still real estate related, but I wanted to do something on the side, so I tried for TC work.
That's right. And who introduced us?
LaToya.
That's right. So you're right. LaToya did introduce us. And then we started talking, which was really cool. So how long have you been in real estate?
I've been licensed 4 years.
4 years. Okay. Yeah. And how'd you get in? Like, what were you doing before?
I was doing restaurant for a very long time. Like, I got to a point where it was just not sustainable for me anymore. And I've always wanted to do something else. Like, I did management, but it didn't give me, I was good at it, but it didn't give me the vibes that I wanted to give me. It didn't give me the freedom. There was really no freedom. And I don't know. Ironically, I thought there'd be freedom in real estate as well, but
Oh, we'll get to that for sure, which is really good. But like so born and raised where?
I was actually born and raised in New Jersey, South Jersey, close to Philly, like 20 minutes out of Philly.
How do you go from almost Philly to here?
Dad got transferred to DC. That shipyard was closing down. Dad got transferred. Then I met my husband, so we did a little traveling, went back and forth between a few different states, and then decided Virginia is where we're going to stay.
And you've been here in Virginia how long?
Oh, God, like 25 years.
You've been in Virginia for 20. So this is home.
It is. It's home now. I've lived here longer than I've lived anywhere else.
Have you always lived in the Stafford, Fredericksburg, Spotsy area?
Yes.
For 25 years?
Yeah.
I did not know that about you. Yeah. Awesome.
I mean, I did go to Alaska for a year. That was fun.
How was Alaska?
It was wonderful. If I had the opportunity to go back, I would. I loved Alaska.
Was it freaking cold?
No, it was not.
Alaska was not cold?
It was cold, but here is a bitter cold. There is not it's not bitter. So it was a little different. It was like dry, so it didn't feel as cold.
So it's interesting because I've only known you as a professional real estate agent, but your experience, one coming from South Philly almost to Virginia, being in Alaska for a year, you've had some experiences, correct?
Yeah.
What were you doing? So what made you get into the restaurant business? Like, how'd you get into that?
I needed a job right out of high school. I did work while I was in high school, a little McDonald's side job. And then I needed a job. And honestly, my husband said, you can never be a waitress. So I was like, F you, I'll show you.
So you have this competitive spirit.
I do.
Which is really good as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because it forces you and really charges you up.
It does, yeah. When somebody tells me I can't do something, it just like drives even harder. Like I'm going to prove you wrong. So yeah.
So love that, and that's a really good tip. You just dropped a big nugget. So there's nugget number one is like where sometimes when we're in our full-time positions or we're a small business owner or we're running our own businesses, maybe it's multiple businesses, and someone tells you or gives you false hope or tells you can't do something, leverage that, refocus or rechannel that energy to be like, I can do this. I can go ahead and I'll show you. And so it not only proves a point that really gets your creative juices going, your competitive juices going, but also really shows that you can overcome things when other people don't believe in you in certain things.
Yeah.
And not that your husband doesn't believe in you, but he was like, hey, you can't be a waitress. And you're like, oh, I'll show you, whatever.
Yeah.
What made the transition from, like, how'd you even get introduced to real estate? Like, how, you're in restaurants and, like, wasn't like...
To be honest, I was a general manager for a while, and I didn't have any quality of life. And I'm like, I am pretty good at what I'm doing here, but I feel like there's more to me. I can connect with guests in a certain way here, but I feel like I could do something bigger and do something for myself. It was just getting out of my comfort zone because I felt so comfortable with it's not 9 to 5, but it's a paying job where I had to take a chance on myself. And that was the biggest fear I had, was taking a chance on myself. I knew I can do it. It was just making sure it happens, because I couldn't, if this failed, I had no safety net. So it was all or nothing.
Okay, so that's another nugget where when you commit, and that's what it is, it's all about commitment, right?
Yeah.
Where you said, okay, I'm going to channel this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm really good at what I'm doing as a general manager working in the restaurant industry, but it's a lot of long hours, a lot of nights and weekends, a lot of like you're grinding. Like
Yes.
it is hard work. I know it. Transitioning then saying, okay, I'm going to take a leap of faith on myself. And I know that I don't have a safety net. I don't have anything holding me or anything backing me up. I got to make this work. I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And so, like, you have been very successful, Kara, and that's what I thought was really interesting. Why I wanted to have you on was you've had so much success, especially recently. What's caused it? Why are you having so much success?
I mean, honestly, I'm going to pass that over to you. You have really helped me a lot because I need that accountability. I knew I had the drive, but I needed the accountability factor because I'm okay letting myself down. I'm not okay letting other people down. It's a loyalty thing for me, and I just needed that. I knew I had the drive and the ability to do it, but I just needed somebody to keep pushing me when I got discouraged.
It's great. So I think that's another nugget. I don't know. This may be McDonald's. We'll have like 20-piece chicken nuggets. I don't know what's going on right now.
Chick-fil-A, their nuggets are better.
Oh, Chick-fil-A. You're right. Actually, there you go. Grilled or fried?
I like them fried.
They're so much better fried, but they're so much healthier grilled. It's so crazy. But another nugget is that whether you find someone within your industry as a mentor or someone that you can hold yourself accountable, or maybe it's someone outside your industry, maybe it's a competitor that you've created a bond with. But when you launch your own business, sometimes you can isolate, sometimes you can drift, sometimes you can feel really alone. And so it's really important to have someone that you can lean into, or someone that you do not want to let down. I think that's a testament to your success, for sure. What do you love about real estate?
I love working with people. I love that it's a challenge, and it's a different challenge every day. You will never see the same scenario play out. And it gives you that difference every day that you kind of need. Because when you get into the same cycle, it's just so cyclical that, I don't know, I like change. I like feeling challenges. And that gives me that.
Well, and you get variety.
Yes.
Real estate definitely brings variety.
It does.
Like, I've never had 2 days the same, ever. In my 22 years, I've never seen it.
No.
For sure.
You have your consistent aspects of it, but then the rest of it can kind of go sideways. And it teaches you. I mean, it gives you so much different variety and life experiences that you just don't really get to have. And you're helping people with the biggest decision of their lives. And I mean, that's just huge. It's like a win-win.
So you went into business of real estate as a real estate professional because you want to impact.
Yes.
And not only were you like, I can take these skills that I have as a restaurant general manager, or I have experience as running in the restaurant industry, you can carry those skills over and be able to use those skills to serve people at a deeper level. Because someone getting a hot meal is important, don't get me wrong, but someone buying a house or selling a house,
Yeah.
a little bit bigger of a deal.
Just smidge, yeah.
A little bit bigger of an impact. What's the hardest part? What's the challenge for you?
The emotional side.
Oh, what does that mean?
You are dealing with people and they're going through like this huge journey, and you are impacting it. It's an emotional side of it. You need to be there and have empathy and understanding and just compassion for what they're going through, because logically things make sense, but it's a huge chapter of somebody's life, starting or finishing, and you have to like carry that weight.
Well, and just related to other entrepreneurs or other business owners, when you're running a business, you're serving your clients. It's not only serving the client needs, but you have to listen. Like, you have to understand, what do they want? Like, what's important to them? And then maybe you have the solution, you can help them, but you really have to be able to relate and connect with people. And I think as a business owner, you've done such a good job with that. Kara, as a real estate professional, you do such a good job of just listening and then identifying, and then you go out. I mean, you bite, scratch, and claw. You are a grinder. Like, you are not afraid of hard work.
No, not at all.
I think it's awesome though, because even with your hard work, you also know how to create some balance.
Hard work is controllable. I can control the hard work. I think that's why I have that emotional side that I can't control, but I can control my action steps for it. So, just it's that control aspect for me that I hear. I'm like, okay, I know I can't handle this, but I can handle this and I can provide this wow here.
And don't get me wrong, there are times when we all go sideways. Business cycles, it fluctuates, it has peaks and valleys. How do you balance? Like, when do you stop thinking about work?
I don't.
No, as an entrepreneur, you shouldn't. And it's totally okay, because I don't. And most people, if they are running a business, they never stop thinking about their business. The question is, I feel like you've done a really good job of creating some balance. You have your faith and your spirituality. You have your family. Like, you'll take vacation. You'll go ahead and disconnect. You'll spend time with your mom. Like, I feel like you've created a really good lifestyle where you create balance, where you're grinding, but you also know what's important and why you're grinding.
Yeah, sometimes I do get it is a little the waters get a little mucky here and there.
For sure.
But these things, I know that they're there. I have to do them to kind of sustain, like, my mom, that's her own separate thing. But, you're managing a marriage. You have to make sure you still are involved in the marriage.
Of course.
As supportive as he is, and just understanding the goals and still doing life with that person, and have them understand your work side as well. So we can do the things that we want to do and understand that this is a payoff,
And this is how we're going to fuel those experiences, those rewards, those gifts, those whatever, the materialistic possessions. What would you say to an entrepreneur, or what would you say to someone working full-time that wants to leave and open up their own business? Like, what would be a tip or some advice that you'd be like, you know what, if you're going to do this, I would suggest?
I mean, if you're going to do this, I would suggest that you have a thick skin, you have a support system, and you take a chance on yourself, because usually you can do more than you think you can do.
Ooh, say that again.
Usually you can do more than you think you can do.
So sometimes we have self-limiting beliefs.
Absolutely. I mean, to be honest, to the real estate course, I had that book for 2 years. I was terrified of taking the test because it was my money coming out to pay for the test. So I didn't want to take it because I was afraid I was going to fail. And I did not. And it was like a huge shock to me.
But you overcame some self-limiting beliefs.
Yes.
And I continue to see you grow and evolve, and like, I see you advance, which is super cool. Like, Carrie, I'm telling you, it's awesome to see, for sure.
Well, it's awesome to hear. It's good.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. What's fun? What do you do for fun?
I actually do, my faith is very big. I do small groups. I'm involved in like 2 small groups so far this year.
Awesome.
Church, I'm pretty big in church. I like to try to give back as much as I can. And then otherwise, I do kind of like connecting with my family. I know it's kind of like weird, like my extended family, but I like hanging out with my family. So we do like card nights and, just weekend get-togethers. Just, it's just nice. It's that little relaxed time, and the competitiveness, because we do the card game. So, I have to try to win.
How often do you win?
Not very often right now.
That's hilarious. Actually, if you were going to say what you love most about real estate outside of the client impact, what else would it be?
Outside and client impact.
I feel like you've gotten really into like flipping property.
I have. It's a reward for me as well. I mean, just the client impact, but it's the learning part of it. Like, I get so much knowledge from each little thing that I'm doing and where I'm growing and what I'm doing here that, it just like transforms my thinking, and I feel like I'm getting growth, and I like growth. I don't want to be the same person I was 10 years ago. Yeah. I want to make changes. I want to be better.
So you've been able to leverage, and I think that's also a really good point. And then another lesson, whatever you decide to do, always try and grow. Always try and learn. Always try and gain knowledge. It gives you a competitive advantage. I think, especially with like now with the real estate industry changing and the housing market changing, there's some opportunities that you can take advantage of, which I think is really cool. and with your phone ringing and
I
dinging,
know.
like obviously you're busy, which is so cool. I mean, that's good. It means business is coming in. It's great, but like I love it. Actually, if you guys see yourself 3 years from now, 5 years from now, what would Carrie Elliott look like? What would it be? What would life look like?
I'd still be doing what I'm doing.
Love.
I think I'd probably still be doing it at a greater level than I'm doing right now, but the same thing. I don't think I would really evolve too much when it comes to that because I do enjoy what I'm doing. I'm sure that there's going to be a point where I will want to do something else real estate related, but I do want to actually get more involved in the investment side of it for a personal side.
Yeah.
Because I see the opportunity there and I see that could be my path for retirement. So
some wealth building.
yeah.
So you can leverage your environment, your career to not only generate daily income or monthly income or annual income, but also long-term future income.
Yes.
Wealth building, etc.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. Actually, if you're going to say the one thing that you would absolutely change, what would be one thing you would absolutely change? Whether how you work, your routine, what would you say that you have been aware of that you have changed or you want to still change?
My consistency. I have a hard time setting a schedule, staying focused on the schedule, and being consistent with it. My time blocking is not the best. I have great momentum, and then it takes a break, and then it goes back. It's this vicious cycle that I keep doing. So definitely that. I think if I had more consistency in what I was doing, my performance would be a lot better than it is.
I love. What's your favorite movie?
Wedding Crashers.
Ooh, I would have never said that. Okay. Favorite food?
Tacos.
Chicken or beef?
Beef.
Soft or hard shell?
I go both. Right now I'm on a hard shell kick, but I used to be soft shell for a while. I could go either way.
Okay. And favorite dessert?
Cheesecake.
Ooh, flavored or plain?
Flavored.
Strawberry, blueberry?
I mean, I like strawberry, blueberry, caramel.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Pumpkin, banana.
Okay.
Not too fond of raspberry or chocolate, but you know.
I love it. You have been awesome. And as I mentioned, I've seen your growth and like just how you have developed as a real estate professional in the time that I've known you. It's just been so awesome. Like, and there's so much growth to happen, but like where you started when we first met and where you are today, it is exponential. And it's just been super cool to see. And I think you have such a bright future. And I think that's the other thing is like you, even if there is a setback with a client or a property, you're like, I'm going to figure this out. What do I need to do? How do I serve? And like, you're always looking to make impact. You're always looking to jump in. Like there is nothing that scares you. And even when it does, it doesn't hold you back. It may pull you back for a second, but then you go right forward. And I think as an entrepreneur or when you're running your own business, there are going to be challenges and there's going to be successes and there's going to be setbacks. It's not the setback itself. It's how you respond to that setback. And then, Carrie, you exemplify how to respond if there is a setback or even when there's success or even how to celebrate or how to take care of a client. Like, it's just super awesome to see.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Of course. Carrie, thank you so much for being on. And make sure you guys like and subscribe to the podcast. Thanks, you guys.
Yes.